Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful weekend here and very cloudy, overcast sky, quite humid. We've been having a lot of rain, but we got plenty of water in the creek, and we're about to set up camp here and got something to show you. We're going to set up a tarp with a hammock. And anyway, be right back with you. Talk to you later. First thing to do is find a good location. So what we've done is we found, now it's not going to be me setting it up because I don't sleep in hammocks, but we got a couple of trees here, one here and one right here. The distance right here is a good probably 3 meters, about 9-10 feet, and we're going to set up the hammock there. So right here, as you see laid out here, we have the hammock and the tarp here. It's a DD tarp, 3x3. The hammock's in a small Miltic bag, and then above it we have some parachute cord here that we brought along with us, that my friends brought along with him, Quintin has, and then we're going to use all this right here, put it together. Now these two right here haven't been put together yet, or these two haven't. So anyway, so we got to get all this together and get up between. Okay, as you see, we've gotten the main line up, the ridge lined up. It's quite a long one. It's 10 meters, and it's quite big. And then we've just run it through the loops here. And now we're going to use the Pusiks here to tighten it up on either end so that it remains in position. What I've done here is I've put in the Pusik here, and I looped it through the end here with a little square knot. Nothing crazy, simple Pusik here, and this will hold it in place. It's small, it'll slide a little bit, but once you get tension on it, and if you feel it's actually not holding, you tighten it down a little bit more here. You really tighten it down there, and then that way, when you sit in position, it fixes in position. Right now, we're doing the other end also. Okay, so now we're going to just put the hammock up, and this is a band that goes around the tree. This is a pretty simple system here. There's nothing extraordinarily crazy about it. This goes around the tree, the height that you want it, usually around shoulder height. There's lots of ways of doing this. This is just one method right here. You should go around a couple times because the tree actually has plenty of size to it. You can put it around a big tree also. And here at the end, it's got a loop on it, and this pops through the loop. This hammock does. There are lots of different systems out there. This is a very simple one right here. And of course, it's hidden on the back side. We'll try to get on this side. Hidden on the back side. There we go. Get on this side right here. So now we're going to the other side, the other end of it here. Unraveling it. It's a very simple hammock right here. It's a nylon hammock made by Army Specifics. It actually it's made up. This is like a mil spec thing. They make them for companies. If you want to order 1,000 of them, they'll put your name on it. Right here is actually a local business that used to be pretty big here. In fact, I worked with them for a couple of years, but now they've. And here we go with the band. We'll put it around, slides it through. And then you have different notches in it. And here we got the looper at the end. He pops it in there. Now it's a little bit slack, but I think it doesn't stretch too much as here does. He's going to try it out. See if this is the right size. I may have to go back and around the tree another time with the loop to see. I used to sell these, but I never used one because I use a different brand. But here's a pretty good one. A lot of people do use them, and they work pretty well. He's regulating the length that he needs.
Ja. Bien warm. Pas bien ça.
Je crois peut-être que j'ai pu faire ce système avec un mousqueton au lieu de ces trucs-là.
Ouais.
Mais tu mets les deux dans le même anneau et puis...
T'as coupé, j'espère.
no,
Pas
coupé,
coupé?
man.
Oh,
We've done... instead of using these that came with it, which are pretty crappy, we happen to have some mousqueton snap links. These are locking snap link carabiners, and we've put them in. And it's not that tight, but we won't be able to sit on it also. And then we're going to test it out. We haven't even tested on it, and we've wrapped this into it right here. We're just testing this out, by the way. We haven't used this one yet. We're testing it out, and so this is what this video is about. Seeing how good the mil-spec from Military Megastore poncho, hammock is. It's not that very good. Well, we'll let you decide. We're going to test it out. See if how well this holds. Okay, this is pretty good. This is a good height because you can sit on it and the feet can pretty much almost touch the ground. That's the idea here. Yeah, a little bit of getting used to. There we go. Once you've gotten into it, you're relaxed. And it's holding up pretty good. This is not stretching. It's really holding in. So it's not too bad. Now, I'm not going to sleep in this thing. Not he is. And we're going to see how well that works out. But there we go. Now, the reason why we've only done half of this because we're running out of light. And we don't want to not have any light here to film. And there you go. So, good job, Quintin. We've gotten this thing up now. We're going to put the rest of it together and we'll get some pictures or some film of that in there and see how it works out. He's going to sleep in it tonight, so we'll give some feedback about that later. Talk to you later. Morning, it's the next day. Man, what a cold night. It was pretty cold last night. Very humid, lots of mist around, but did get some sleep, and the setup actually worked pretty well. It wasn't too bad. This is my setup right here, and as you see, it's a little bit flappy right here. I've been moving around a bit this morning, but this is my, should be a more warm weather setup, but it's not. Anyway, I just want to show you real quick how I set up my my poncho, not a poncho, excuse me, my hammock. Now, I'm not a hammock person. I don't normally do hammocks. It's only a handful of times I've done hammocks. I don't really find them that great to sleep in, if it's the comfort wise, because it's too bowed, this kind of stuff. I know Exped made a really great hammock that they don't do anymore, but it was a very successful hammock actually too. But I don't know why they stopped doing it. It was very expensive though. I think it was like $219, and it was a complete rain fly, everything, mosquito, and you slept at an angle and you slept flat, pretty flat in it. But I don't know why they stopped doing it. But anyway, so here you have the hammock coming up and the attachment part. And what I've done is I've put in some carabiners, some locking carabiners permanently. And then I have a kit where I just use some. Now my other kit I can't find it, and it's basically a black cord. So here what I've done, I've taken it's a piece of former mountaineering rope that I had, but can't use it for that anymore. It's just too old for that. And I did several wraps, come around, and then I attach it into it. Now I can regulate the length of this right here between the trees. And if you look here, these trees are actually pretty close. So it's exactly the right distance I need here, but it's still a little bit of a bow. It would have probably been a little bit better if I would have had a little bit more distance here, and maybe it could have gotten a little bit flatter, but that wasn't the problem though. The problem was that it's just this hammock right here. I'm just not a hammock kind of guy. It is too cold right now for hammocks. I was a bit cold last night. I don't have the winter system set up for a winter hammock, but it worked okay. I mean, I did get some sleep. It wasn't uncomfortable, but it wasn't the most comfortable either. I do like sleeping on the ground, I guess, a whole lot. It's just me. But yeah, I'm gonna try a few other things out in the near future, and there you go. Something else that happened was interesting. Last night we had the local game warden showed up, and we were just about to sort of set up, and we had finished setting up, and he walks up with his dog and red flashlight on his head and asked him if we were hunting, this kind of stuff. And of course, we're not hunters at all. We're not out here hunting. We're out here just enjoying just being in nature, this kind of stuff. And we talked a little bit, and he was reminding us that we have the right to do this, which is good. It's always a nice thing. Ask us where we're from, this kind of stuff. But yeah, he was out just warning us that there's wild pigs in the area, and this is their season, and that we should be careful, which is good. Which is also another good reason why it's good thing to have a hammock right now, is because they're going to be below you and not up where you're at. So, but I did hear them last night. They were off in the distance behind us. I heard some squealing a little bit and some moving around, but nothing here where we were at. And this is a pretty low area right here with a creek right here running through it. And so you expect them to come out here, but I guess maybe it was too cold for them. I really don't know the reason why they weren't out here. But they were up on the far side over there. And I guess there's better pickings over there. Maybe more mushrooms, that kind of stuff for them. Here, there's not much to eat. Well, there are some mushrooms out here, but not much more than that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Not much to it. We're now about to sit, we're closing down camp now. It's almost 11 o'clock. And we actually didn't do a whole lot of out here, that we didn't spend as much time as we normally do out here. We go out and camping. We usually get out there and spend more time around the fire. We didn't make a fire last night. Pretty damp, but also because of just the situation with the game wardens, kind of like that, we didn't want to burn any wood out here. But also, I think he may have had a game camera up, is why he was able to find us so quickly, because he walked straight into us and we're a bit hidden. So I looked around this morning. I haven't found anything, haven't seen anything. I looked some more, but I know this area pretty well. So, but he's in the local village right next to me. He's part of my community, and definitely want to respect these guys. I definitely respect what he's doing. Got to protect the local fauna and keep those people who are not respecting that at bay. Anyway. Thanks a lot for coming to the channel. Hope you all have a beautiful Sunday. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below, share this channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Talk to you again soon. Goodbye.